I wanted to, first of all, start off with tell me some amazing wins that you've had since our last meeting. So tell me something amazing that has happened in your business or something you did or something like that.
Well, apart from those other meetings I had, so when I went to that thing on Monday night, there was a guy there. He's president of a college here, and he's in several businesses and stuff. So he shared a little bit about his story. He was one of the presenters with me. So afterwards, I reached out to him and said, yeah, I'd love to hear more about your story. So I went to meet with him on Friday. So then he was proposing a few things, like he was saying I should send in a proposed curriculum, and he would offer a suggestion for what I have in mind to teach at his college.
Wait, back up, because I know you don't get excited for stuff. So let me go ahead and get excited with you. Hold on, back up, because you didn't tell me none of this. Okay.
No, that was Friday.
Okay, so let me get this right. So you went to our conversation that we've been having. I have been telling you to utilize your local area, right?
Yeah, and connect
with people more offline, right?
Yes.
But they're gonna come online to look at your page, look and see if you're legit, to make sure you are who you say you are.
And
right?
That's so true, yeah.
So then, after fighting me, consistently fighting me over and over, you decide to jump. First of all, what makes you finally say, okay, I'm ready? What makes you finally say, okay, I'm gonna listen to her finally?
Because I realized that, to be honest, I used to go out there in the public, and I just probably started, to be honest, relying only on online. Not that it can't happen there, but it's like I was forgetting about the importance of in-person, to be honest.
I love your transparency. I love your transparency. Okay, so I mean, it's what, 4:30 where you are right now in the morning, right?
No, 3:30.
3:30. Okay, 3:30. Okay, all right. So you decided to finally, because one of the things I wanted to tell you is your goal is to be able to make offers consistently, and the more offers you make, the more yes you get. So you more higher your conversion. So it's great to do that online, but if that's only one way, there's only one way. As a marketer, you should have several different things that are going on at the same time.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true.
So making offers, one of the things we say, okay, let's get offline for a little bit. Let's go to the local chamber and see what's out there. Because I know some people say, I went to the local chamber, I didn't anything didn't happen to me. But what happened is you have to consistently go till God show you that, okay, when people, you can't go to one or two things. This is what I was trying to get people. I spoke to a prospect client yesterday. You can't go to church and say, oh, I didn't like that church. You have to go several times to something to get a good analysis of this is where you need to be. Right?
Yeah,
so now you went to the local chamber. Matter of fact, not saying for the first time, but for the first time in a long time, right?
Yeah.
But in a long time. You missed a part though. But I probably gonna get, you won a prize, right?
Yeah, they worked, and I really win prize. I'm not, when they have those draws, I'm not like a winner, to be honest. It was like a catering thing. So like if I put on a meeting, like a sandwich place, those kind of places.
Yes.
They can cater for 8 to 12. Yeah.
So you won a prize. Then the keynote speaker at the event, right? Y'all meet up for lunch, I'm assuming, or talk?
No, this wasn't a chamber event.
This is another event.
Yeah, that's it. That was another one I went. This girl, she is into literacy and different levels. So I spoke at some for her in the summer, and then she was having something else again. So she invited me to come back, but there are other persons there. So this guy, he was there, and I just,
power of networking. Wow.
Yeah, I just asked her, give me his contact. I just want to, because he was just so giving such good tips in his presentation. You can buy a house, 2 houses at the same time. Speaking of his journey in Canada. importance of having a business, the key things that you can connect with, that a lot of persons are thinking like that these days. So when I went to his office, he has a college, he has several stuff going on. He said, okay, he started sharing his journey, and he was like, okay, how can we collab and, all that. So then he said, I told him I want to get into a lot of, my shift is now with training education courses. That's really what I want to get into, moving away from one-to-one. So he was like, okay, send me a curriculum and we can, put it out there, market it, and get that course going. And then that was one thing. Then he said he is like in the process now of like he getting a 200-acre place, getting investors for like group homes, expanding. So he was like, I could even come on board to be, the accountant for that as well. So he said lots of stuff we can connect with.
See, you didn't tell me any of these in the Texas. I'm just taking all.
No,
all
that
this.
was just Friday evening.
Okay.
I didn't get to text you on the weekend yet, to be honest.
Let me ask you a question. So far in our coaching, how do you think the money you spend and the time you spend so far, do you think it has been worth it so far?
Yeah, I think it has been worth it, because even though I haven't gotten clients with it, I think just to invest, just how you've retrained my mind and trained my mind to think, and me personally, and just opening my eyes to things that were not there.
And we have not
like
even
that?
Exactly. And we have not, we were on a schedule, right? This week we're going to do this, and we had to stop this schedule because hold on now, you over here trying to get these contracts, people. So we had to retrain everything, that how your business was structured, and say, hold on, come back. Right. Yeah. So we have not even dived into getting clients yet, because we had to change. Fair enough. We had to change some things. You were over trying to get construction and plumbers and cleaning companies and all sort of stuff. But your passion was for teaching. Your passion is for teaching, and you were trying, and then you were trying to do online stuff, and then you were shiny object syndrome. So now, and we just, I want to say this is our 4th meetup, right? Maybe 4, because I think I lost my laptop last time. So we have never got to, now this is how you get the client set, and you're already here and revealing to me that not only you have an opportunity now to speak at a college as one of their professors, right? Yeah. Secondly, he has a commercial properties, right?
Yeah, he's into realtor, yeah.
In that he may have you oversee his commercial properties, right?
Yeah, because he's going into a new thing, yeah.
So let me tell you why I'm saying this to you, Kirsha. Let me tell you why. I'm at 3:30 in the morning where you are. Okay, let me explain something to you. If we had, and I can't go back, it is what it is. If you had the same concept of saying, I'm finally going to do what she says, in the first, do I need to, I know, yeah. Okay. Then you were chasing the construction people, and guess what you did? You end up going to get the construction people, but in a different manner. Yeah. Because the commercial accounts that you wanted, now you're able to get this commercial account by going out, leaving the house, dressing up, and now you look amazing. The other day I saw you on social media, by the way, and dressing up, going out there, looking like what you want to attract. Going back to what we say, revenue attraction, looking like what you want to attract. Someone see you, because a person with a commercial account holds a huge amount of money. So they're not just going to give their money to anybody unless they look like what they are trying to attract. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you show up ready as if you've been doing it for years. You get out the house. Listen, I remember, I'm like, Kirsha, you have to get out the house.
Yeah, it's true, because it's true, because I really wasn't going out. I was just saying, okay, it's going to happen online. And like you said, a lot of times you're reading the stories of persons who said they made it online, but it's way ahead of, they had a journey, right? It didn't just happen overnight. So you think that that's what's going to happen when it's
Correct.
not like that. Yeah.
And if you look at anyone who say they're successful, especially in coaching, consulting business, service-based business, there's no way they make it online unless they have Facebook ads, that they had money that they could spend into Facebook ads. But anyone who said made them online is a lie, because anyone we follow, they also had events. They also went to live events. Now, why is your online presence so important as a live person who do live videos? Your online presence is important because when you meet that guy, he's going to go and look at your Facebook page.
That's what he said. Yeah,
and I've been saying
the other accountant, that's what he said. He met me at the chamber, but he went online, and just like I was like, okay, Sherri.
I can't do this. I can't do. Listen, and sometimes I think my clients, I'm like, am I too hard on them? And then like when I get your message, like you won this at the local chamber, and people want to meet up with you for lunch, and now you're telling me this about you have an opportunity to actually speak at a college, and now I'm like, hold up. And this is when you finally got in alignment. I just want to point it out. This was always there. It's just now you decide to get in alignment. Your belief system. All the things you're doing we're talking about praying, meditating, all the strategies that I've gave you prior to. So this whole 4 weeks, what I have been dealing with you, we didn't even get to getting clients. We just went to your belief system. So all 4 weeks we've been working on, when I said 4 weeks, I mean 4 times that we met up. We've been working on your belief system. Girl, this is so powerful, because then now when you finally says, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to go out. I'm just going to do finally what she said and leave the house, get dressed up, look like I'm $1 million. I got to stress that enough, because people want to buy from broke people. People don't want to do service with broke people. So you got to look like you win it at all time, because you are a child of the King. So you are. So it's you're not putting on a persona. You're not putting on faith. You are a child of a King. Beyonce kids do not show up just anyhow. God kids don't show up anyhow. So because you know that, you go to these events, you connect with the person, not that you're asking for pity or help. You connect with the person to say, how can I be of service to you? And there's nothing you did different, except this time it took your brain a few minutes to convince your physical self to say, I'm going to go out the house. I'm going to go to the local chamber. I'm going to meet up with this lady. I'm going to meet up with this guy. And now we're celebrating, but now it's execution. Now it's seeing it all the way through. I talk about your Facebook having a facelift, making sure your Facebook is prepared. So when people come looking at Facebook, you look like you're ready. Now everything I said to you is coming to fruition, to the front page, and say, oh crap, this is, Because once someone say, I remember people say, let me check out your website. I used to cringe, because my website wasn't ready, wasn't professionally done. So then I got a $4,000 website. And so when they said, let me see, here we go. Here we go, honey. Have fun with that. So I'm proud of you. This is a big deal, because I know how you're an introvert, you're quiet, you don't want to speak. And I want to make sure that we're clear. One of our friends pointed out that you have changed. Remember? Okay. So, and so you start from that, you get a little motivation, and then, are you reading that book that I
Yes, remember, I'm at chapter 4. I didn't get to do much more this week.
Got it. Because I had, this is what coaching, one-on-one coaching does, that you can't get when you're in a group.
No,
you can't get,
no way.
You can't get when you're in a group. So, because you can't, I know home is cozy and quiet and comfortable, but they don't know you. They got to see you're beautiful. You're a great mom. Now I got to stay on you to follow him all the way through. Now he's putting your proposal together, and it's all things you've been wanting to do education in it. And now you also have a opportunity to have a commercial account. And that's what you've been wanting for.
Yeah.
I just want you to sit on that for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
This is just our wins. We have never even get into what we're doing today. This is just, because I don't want to bypass this like it's not a big deal. I want to celebrate with you because getting you out the house was a big deal.
Yeah, it's true.
Getting you out the house was a big deal. And then knowing how to close and say, hey, I can help you here. This is what I do. And now here's this person, because this person, one referral is going to come. So what do you do now? I mean, how are you feeling? Tell me. How are you feeling about the whole thing?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna get back to them this week. I have the other 2 persons who want to do events in January. So, and then plus him. So I'm gonna go through and really put it together, put the proposal to him together, and yeah.
So, okay. So here's the thing. I'm proud of you. And this is just the beginning. I'm proud of you because I remember you said to me last conversation, I don't know if this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Remember?
That's true.
Do I need to do I need to pull out the video? Do I need to pull out the recording? I don't know, Sherri, if this is going to happen. Yeah. And sometimes I wonder, and then I remember the sabotage one where you says, but what if it do happen? What if I do get too busy? What if I'm, sometimes I wonder, and then things get so busy for me, and then, you remember that?
Yeah.
And I said to myself, you're sabotaging your own self. So you're saying you want success, but then you're saying, I don't know if I want success. I don't know if I want it. Success is your birthright. Abundance and prosperity is your birthright. And this man was there all along. Because if you didn't go to this event, you would have met him. Let's put it like that.
No.
You would have met him. Because you were feeling defeated. Yeah. You were feeling, after our 4th time. And I said, these are the strategies I need for you to do. And you're like, Sherri, they're so long. They're so long. By the time I get up, and then I get discouraged. And, I'm just putting it on you today.
Yep, it's true.
I love you. But I had to shame the devil because that was the devil. That was not you.
Yeah, it's true. And then you talk about the thing with alignment and just the path, like what you said. Yeah, just going along in the path, and then the monies will flow. You got to be in your path. Yeah.
So I was a police officer for 12 years. And I have been coming to my church, and I have been asking God, how can I'm just getting chills about what you just said, but how can I serve? So I went to my church and I wanted to serve my pastor in their capacity. And I was a greeter, and I thought my days of law enforcement was over. And in serving in their capacity, I come to church, I serve. Even yesterday, I didn't have to go to church. I didn't have to serve, but I still went because this weekend I'm with Tony Robbins. Yeah. So I didn't want to miss church and not serve 2 weekends in a row. So even though I was on schedule, I got out there, hold the sign in my 6-inch pumps, and I'm holding the sign, welcome to church, welcome to, and I'm, welcome to community. Because here's the thing for me when it comes to my faith, because that's what leads me, my faith. I believe that church is Jesus' bride. Yeah. So if people say they can't go to church, it's like saying, I like you, but I don't like your bride. It's like saying they like your husband, but they don't like you, right? Because the church is a hub that you go, just like go to college or university to get the teaching for business, you go to the church to go to teaching for God, period. You may not like the pastor, you may not like, but you go, the church is where you go. But I always look at it, let me serve. That's one place where I'm not the leader, I'm the servant, right? I don't have 17 women or 20 women that I'm leading to. I'm just a servant. So when I got there, one of the guys came to me and says, hey, Sherri, I need you, we were talking, and I really want you to join our safety team. And I want you to join our safety team And and that means like protecting the pastor, get my gun back out again. Yeah. And it's just amazing to me that and let me say this, my church is predominantly white. So I am like the black face. There's not much of us there at all. So it's an honor for them to see what I have done. So my skills from my 9 to 5 is now, and it's in a way where I'm not pressured. I can do it when I want to do it. But it was the skills from the 9 to 5 in my past that I'm now bringing back out the box, and that's an important position. So for them to even see me fit to say they want me to come and use my position as to, I still got my de-escalating skills and all that because I was a corporal in the sheriff's office. But my point I'm trying to make is, if you don't step, God has nothing to work with. Yeah. So I was talking to another lady who's looking to be my client, and I say, you take a step. I said, what God will show you little signs first, always little signs. And then then when he show you little signs, he gets you just far. Then he said, okay, I've shown you what I'm getting ready to do for you, but you now need to make this. And this would be like a transaction, which meaning finances, paying for coaching, time, a time transaction. But then we stop. We say, we're not going to make that money. And since we're not going to make that money, it just passed us. The opportunity passed us. But the ones who are able to make that transaction, whether it's time, talent, or treasure, which in this case of a church is talent, then they're blessed. I cannot think of any other way to lay myself down for my pastor. If something should happen, then if that's the way I have to go, I'll go. Right. Yeah. So it's important that we understand that I'm at that point where God says, hey, okay, are you, and there's somebody, my personal life, there was someone who was supposed to do that position. And there's like, and there's some issues and I would always encourage him, say, I think you should go for this position. You should go for the position. And he's like, no. I got to wait till I'm retired from the law enforcement to do it. So when they asked me to go for a position that I've been telling somebody else to do for so long, it was an honor, but it took for me to step. So if anything I can continue to tell you is keep stepping. Yeah. Keep stepping. So, when you are a businesswoman, so that means, here we're going to teach you now. That means you don't see holidays, you don't see vacation time, you don't see, and what I mean by that is, of course, you're always going to enjoy those time with your family, but you become a producer, not a consumer. So because holiday time is up on us, you're not going to be like, okay, I throw in the towel, it's holiday, nobody's getting taxes right now. No, you go, this is when you network. This is when you're visible. I wish I could turn my camera around for you to see my calendar. I have a 4-month calendar, which I highly suggest you get. Highly. Okay. It's a 4-month calendar you put on your wall, and it has a whiteout on it. And in that calendar, I'm trying to see if I could turn it. Oh, it's further than I thought. But on that calendar, you write everything that's going on, everything in your life that's going on. By the time I was done writing, I had 2 free days. Wow. 2 free days. So, and the free days were taken up at me substituting my son's school, literally. So as an entrepreneur now, who's a producer, when we were in our 9 to 5, we were consumer. What are we going to buy? Like, I have to buy my son a new computer and my stepson a new computer for Christmas. But in my head, I'm like, okay, I got to get these computers. So how am I going to get these computers? Right. Yeah. So what do I need to sell? And what events do I need to get these computers? Right. So that's how you have to think. And you can't say, oh, it's Christmas. Well, I'm not saying you can't. But saying, oh, it's Christmas and nobody is thinking about your business right now, you just offset that mind. So now, again, going back to belief system is shifting. It's shifting into a producer. You're producing something for people that they currently need in this season. In this season, because you're joining me in holiday season, you're producing. So your goal is to keep going to find out where, so that's number 1, find out where all the happenings are happening, because all the happenings are going to be happening right now. Christmas party, chamber party, your girlfriend's party. Everybody's having a party. So networking is still big. And I love these because some of these parties, you can bring your kids and you can bring your family members, and you're finding out where they're happening, just like you're doing, and you're networking and you're talking to people, and you're doing that. Here's why, especially in your business, tax season's around the corner. Tax season around the corner. So they're going to be looking for somebody to do their taxes. We're still at the small business startup. We're still there. We're still there. We're still there. They got the LLC or they got the corporation, but they don't know where to start. Where are you going to meet these people, Sherri? At these same parties. Yeah. At the same party that they're turning up. You know, at your husband's job has a party. So get your business card ready at all times, ready to go at all times, because it's going to be happening. You're not stopping your morning rituals. You're not stopping in that. Because doors are opening for you, and in such an amazing way. Now, here's Black Friday is coming. Black Friday is coming. You may have an ebook that you want to sell for $9. And why are you selling for so low? You just want to get their information to build your email list, or you have to build your email list so they can be on your email. So you may have a free lead magnet or something, and then after the ebook, it leads to a call with you. So I'm saying, so after the ebook, it leads to a call with you. So because it's Black Friday, Small Business Saturday. Sell something Sunday. That's what we call it. Sell something Sunday. And then it's Cyber Monday. Yeah. So as the producer, you're not looking now and say, oh, I got to buy all this stuff. My kids need. No, you're going to flip it and says, as the producer out these 4 days, right now, I'm building my email list of people, because then when I send out my Black Friday, these are my email list of people who are interested in my services. So you're asking yourself, what can I sell now? And the reason why you're keeping right now, the items in our business, we can keep it, let's say $97 and under. So what does that look like for you? That looks like for you, people are looking for deals. So if the regular time you're spending it for, like the workshops that I've done, Marketing Momentum Masterclass, Cash for Your Life, Next Level, all those things that I've done from January till now, they will get half price off of these deals, because I've already made money on them. They already ran the class. I had the videos on it. So now I already made money on on them. So all I'm doing now is giving a half off everything. So a $97 workshop is now they can get it for, let's say, $57. You see what I'm saying? So what am I creating? Nothing. I've already created a video. I've already had the video. So I'm recreating nothing. Of course, I got to package my brilliance and put it together. And, when they buy it, it goes out to them. And that's all automation. That's just the automation piece. So what I need for you to do now is one, in this moment, you should be getting your free lead magnet that you're using, getting those free lead magnet out to whether you're online or offline, right? And how do you do that? Well, you meet somebody today. Hey, Tom, it was great meeting you at the local chamber. I'm so excited. I would love the opportunity to hear what you do. A little bit about me. I'm an accountant. I'm sending you the recording. I'm an accountant. And if I'm an accountant, I love to serve people. I have a huge network. If you're can you tell me what type of service client, because you always want to serve first, what type of people you're looking for, so I can, if I run into them, I can send them over to you. Tom is going to reply back to you. When he replied back to you, all right, Tom, thank you so much for replying to my email. Here, by the way, here's a free lead magnet that can help you here's an Excel spreadsheet that can help you in your business. Have a great day. And you left it, boom, you're gone. Boom. Okay, let me tell you something. So the first conversation is about serving Tom. The second conversation when he replied is about serving you, but it's still a free lead magnet. You know what I'm saying? And then thank you so much. And Now, there's a lady that I've met her 3 times, and she said to me, Sherri, hey, I tell you I'm ready. I am ready. And I have not, And it's not about the money. It's about I'm making sure she is my ideal client, and I'm making
Yeah.
sure she is the type of client I want to work with. So, and so on top of that, when you're in a high ticket client business, when your service base is high ticket, you can't just sprung something on somebody and say, this is the amount, you know, you
Yeah.
gotta nurture them. So, so what I want you to take from our coaching today, this morning, is when you first meet somebody, you're not there to sell them. You're just there to build a relationship.
Yeah.
And I think we've said that before.
Yeah.
When you meet them for a second time, you find out who truly they are. So like the first one, they're putting on their persona. They're putting on, I'm do this and I'm do this and I'm a doctor and I'm do that. The second time you meet them, they look like this wonderful couple, and then you start finding out, oh, so you go to this church, you go to that church, you're getting more intimate with them. The third time you meet them, all right, is girl, he getting on my nerves, and I'm saying that to you because I've experienced that with clients. So now that they're sharing stuff with you that they didn't really share, now you know what level you're in. Now you can. It got to the point where this person said to me, "Can you just tell me now? I'm ready." You know, like attraction, not chasing. Attraction, not chasing. And so what I want you to take from this experience is you just prove to yourself that you can do it. You did. So now we're not going to drop the ball. We have the Christmas season coming up. My first time going through Black Friday, and I'm like, man, I got to find something to sell. And I sold my membership when I had a membership program for $47. I don't have that program anymore. But when I sold one thing, one $47 program. Why? Because when you're in business, which one no one told me, I waited till now to sell something. It should have been started from January. Okay. Because I want to give you a realistic notion. Because I know you're getting your feelings, but like, okay, why this ain't going nowhere? What happened? It's because I have been nourishing these people from January, going live, talking to them offline, online. Yeah. So now what I would suggest to you, if you're open to it, you may want to host a little party at your house, or if you, you know what I'm saying? And again, when you go out and you to the local chamber, you say, hey, I'm having a party, they know you. So they're like, come on, girl, you know? Yeah. So you may want to have a small, intimate gathering at your home, not nothing big. Or you may want to go to their gathering, but regardless of where you go, you have your business cards ready to serve. That's offline. Online, this is where you still have some type of lead magnet that is giving them free. Hey, and this is for the whole season. Hey, 2020 is almost up on us. Make sure your taxes are right. These are the things you need to know. You're just, again, giving them healthy information in your content to prepare for tax season for next year. Yeah. Even if in the seasons now, let's go over some topics about how good spending habit is for Christmas time. Yeah. In your business. Those are some amazing topics that business owner needs to know. If you don't have it, don't spend it. What is the credit card interest rate in around this time? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What are some things that they can do? What are, you know, someone, my Regina, one of my good friend, she was like, Sherri, because she know I'm always hosting events. And she was like, when you host an event at your house, your tax, and again, I'm not an attorney. See, we are a tax person. So talk to your tax person or your attorney. Let me go with that disclaimer. But she was like, the events that you host at your house, you can charge your company for the events. So in other words, if I was going to pay Holiday Inn or Crown Plaza or the W for their conference room to host a small get together, whatever they charge is the same thing I can charge for my house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And same thing I can charge for my house for renting out my house to have this event. I want you to keep those things in mind. That was amazing to hear for a person like myself. Yeah. Like, oh, so people, what it does two things. It gives people power to say, oh, wow, I didn't know that. But it also positions you as the expert. Yeah. Positioning you as the expert. And so from here till January, your posting should be about entertaining, educating, empowering, and engaging. But all three, regardless if it's entertaining, empowering, regardless of what it is, all three of those things has to have some type of valuable information that's going to help business owners.
Yeah.
So if you're empowering, I encourage you, you have the power to use your money wisely, empowering. Educating is just like she just educated me on using my home as a tax write-off for an event, right? So entertaining could be something your child does. He has a piggy bank and he's saving for his piggy bank. Like my son he gets an allowance and 10% goes into his piggy bank for tithes. I mean, he goes savings and then he got his 10% for tithes. So all that, pick one of each and write on it. But regardless of what it is, you're still telling a story. You're still teaching a lesson.
Yeah.
And that's the content that you need to work on. So now that's online. So offline again was visiting people, get your business card ready, and seeing where all the events are happening. Online is still posting, getting your Facebook things ready, but giving entertaining, educating, empowering, and engaging information to help them this season. See, that's the thing with posting. People want to think, oh, we need to talk about next year's Christmas. No, this moment is where they need help. This moment. So what is this Christmas? And use whatever in the news, use whatever is happening right now. And this is also great too. Great. Whatever is hot in the news, you can flip it and to turn it into something for you. So one of the things they were talking about, I was in the news the other day, give you an example. Mary J. Blige went in debt because her husband didn't balance her ex-husband didn't do something with their bank account. I'm not in married life. I don't know what's going to happen. But this would be a great pitch for you to write something about that, as in like, because she was like, she didn't do the money part of her business. So the people love to hear from you as an accountant. What's your suggestion when a husband and wives are married? You know what I'm saying? PR will call you, help a reporter out. PR, they will call you or email you, to ask your opinion, all that email after you presented your stuff press to them. They'll reach out to you to say, hey, what's your opinion on here? That create PR for yourself. But again, that was something happening in the news. I have a good friend of mine. She's a marriage therapist. When Beyonce and Jay-Z got the cheating thing on, she's a marriage therapist. She used that entertainment stuff. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you get some good ones today. You get some good ones tonight. So that's what I want to see from you. I want to see the follow-up. I want to see the content being posted, and I want to see networking. Follow-up content. What is a follow-up? Let's break that down. That is you following up on everybody that you went to the local chamber and meet.
Yeah.
These are the lists of my people that I got to meet. I'm trying to cover there. These are lists of the people that I got to follow up with today and network with today. If we're not moving by our feelings, because right now Christmas will bring on love and joy and make us want to be stuck and not forget about work. And then so we're not moving by our feelings, we're moving by our faith, because you're on fire right now.
Exactly.
You're on fire right now. Right. And now I see that the belief system is coming out. And I know sometimes people be like, well, why we got to take so long to go through mindset? It's needed. It's needed. Tell me, you have any questions for me?
Well, and the other thing was not this Friday, the other Friday, there's this event. So she asked me to put up a table. So I'm just going to go I'm going to stand there at a table, and I was going to have like, probably like the page of the freebie laminated and then take their emails. That's what I was kind of thinking.
There's a catch to that. There's something called GDRP. You know how we used to just grab people's email? And this GDRP is a police for emails.
Yeah.
So what when you go to a local event and they drop their business card inside the thing to win a prize or whatever, they're dropping that business card, and this is a copy of me as well. They
Yeah.
drop a business card to win a prize. They didn't drop a business card to go on your email list. That's very, very important.
Oh, so even though I would offer the freebie, it's not an email list. Oh,
Correct.
okay.
So how you can get around that is when you personally send back an email, you can copy and paste it, write one and copy and paste it to them. You offer them that freebie that we talk about. And it was great meeting you. Going back to what I just said, it was great meeting you. Thank you for taking the time out to stop by my table. Here, for doing so, here's a free thing to help you in your taxes.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is. Then when they click on it, they have to opt in, and then you're not violating GDRP process.
Okay. Okay.
And nobody tells you that. That's what you get coaching for.
Okay. Yes, I'll do that.
And yes, and then you're not violating anyone's rights or anyone's thing. So that's how you kind of get around it, because you can be fined for just, if someone, like when I go to here, I send them, hey, this is a free thing, hope this helps you, and again, so if they want it, then they took the initiative to opt in and so on. If they say yes, they know where they're heading, and if they say no, then that's different. So that's how you get around that,
Okay.
Or if you're offering, I sometimes offer free vacation for them. So if I'm offering free vacation for them to get the vacation, they have to go through this process to get it. You know what I'm saying? They have to opt in to get the vacation or apply for the vacation. So now they opt in again. They know that they were opting in. So we just want to make sure that we are in compliance, because we run a legit aligned business of God to make sure we're doing things by the book.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And again, when you get all the business cards, of course, you're going to follow up. We don't follow up on Mondays, and we don't follow up on Fridays, because Mondays and Fridays are the people busiest time, or they're not even thinking about business. So between Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's when I like to follow up. Just giving them when they come back in on Monday. What I do, though, I do send out my email, let's say Friday. When they come in on Monday, they may not see, I may be not the first one on the list. You know what I'm saying? So when they come in Monday, more than likely they get back to me Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can still send out your email, but I'm saying, as far as physically calling somebody, I like to call them between Tuesday and Thursday. So if you go to an event on Friday, I would send out the email, and it's a campaign. So I don't even, once I send it out, they'll get it from me. They'll get an email from me today in their email list, but their response to that email won't be probably till Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine then. Yeah.
Now, for your table goals, do you have, what I want you to work on in the upcoming time is work on more marketing stuff. So, because it seems like you're getting a lot of opportunity to step out from the local chamber. You just say you talk to that guy, now you're having a vendor table. So I would invest in getting a roll up with your picture, and I have all the places you can get all that from, right?
Because I got a banner, but it didn't have my picture on it. But
we need a face with a correct. Okay. Invest in getting a banner, invest in getting a tablecloth. With your logo and all that. Yeah, and again, it's all based on your budget. It's all based on your budget. Now, here's one of the important things I want to stress before we move forward. When the purpose of networking is, let me say this right. When you're starting up and you don't know what you want to do, when you just starting your business and you don't know, that means you don't know what your avatar is. You don't know how you're going to deliver this offer and deliver the service that you have, right? Because you don't know who your clients are. You're thinking who you want to work with, because based on the level of where you are. So for instance, if I only had vanilla ice cream, I'm like, man, vanilla ice cream is amazing. And I would tell you all the other ice cream is bad, but I've never had them. But then I have strawberry ice cream. And I'm like, man, strawberry and vanilla ice cream is good. There's no other ice cream. So you know what I'm saying? So we're only talking from the level of our experience, right?
Yeah.
So there's another higher level or more thing out there that we don't know about. So I'm telling you that because when we're talking about you want to do commercial or you want to do startup, you don't know what you want to do yet until you get out there and see what comes back to you.
Yeah.
Now that we're closer into our training, I can tell you this: you don't determine your avatar in the beginning. Your avatar determines you.
Yeah.
When you put yourself out there and you know who is attracting itself to you, you will see some type of consistency, and then you choose who you want to go into.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time. One of my things for leaving my job was I want more time spent with my son. So when I got into substitute teaching, I spend my time at my son's school. So and who go on live stream and see my stuff? These teachers. So these teachers now gravitate themselves to me to be their coach, because that's where I'm spending my time. That doesn't mean that that's my avatar, but at this moment, that's who that avatar go to. So when you're trying to stay home or a startup and trying to say, these are the people you want to target, that's not really how it works. Is when you go out there and entertain people and talk with people, engage with people, and they need your services, now they'll be pulling them, attracting themselves to you. Now, for marketing purposes, you can literally niche down for marketing purposes. So as a professional speaker and revenue attraction coach, my people that I resonate with is educators like yourself, and like the people who educate other people on something. So, but that took me a while to understand that as I get people to come in, as people coming in, and I started looking at you ladies that are in my group. I said, who do I have? And most of them I have a doctor. She's an educator. I have you you're now going to professional educating in your field, right? So the people who I have, one thing they all had in common, they may in different industry, but they're educators.
Yeah, they want to educate. Yeah.
Exactly. If they're real estate agents, they're educating the buyer. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to determine my avatar, but I wouldn't get that answer unless I expose my business and myself to them. And then based on the referrals and based on the stuff that I got back, then I can make a logical decision that says, who do I serve? And I can proudly say, I serve women who has a service-based business that are educating people, educating them on how to buy a house, educating them on their taxes, educating them in college, educating them in high school. They're educating them on their tea party. They're all educators in some form or fashion. But you cannot, that would not have happened if I didn't have a beta test of people.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you that because now that you're going out, we're going to talk about avatar at another time. But right now, you just need to get yourself out there more and be more visible and be bold. I'm doing a workshop called Bold and Visible here at my local chamber on Thursday. But and when people like get your no, you don't even know who your avatar is because you're just starting out. Right now, you're just at the foundation level. And the foundation level is just to meet people, tell them who you are, tell them what you do. That's it. Meet people, tell them who you are, make an offer. That's it. Meet people, tell them who you are, make an offer. That's it. That's it. That's it. That is it. And then based on your analysis of people that you now serve and your social proof of people you now serve, then you can sit back and say, okay, based on this is who I serve. So that's why I said startup businesses, because it's based on where you were right now. right?
Yeah.
But the more you expose, start a business. Now, when you do that commercial, you may get commercial, you may get start a business. It doesn't matter. But at the end, it may won't even be start a business or commercial. Maybe it's some different thing. Just like I said, educators, you know, not just educate as in a teacher, but educator as in someone who educates someone on how to do something.
Yeah, different
right?
forms. So I should be making an offer to people now?
Yes. When I mean by offer is, to me, is something like we just said about you and that gentleman had a conversation about the school, and you're saying to him, so are they in need of any teachers? Are they
like
in need
that.
of any
Okay.
professor? I'm not saying offer as in saying like, hey, my service is $20. You wanna no, I'm saying offer. So is there a need? Like a lady was doing live video, and I sent her a thing in her messenger, and I said, hey, I think you should, in my opinion, I think you should do this. This is what I think you should do. And she says, oh, thank you so much. I will definitely do that. I went away, my business. Then she wrote back, right? So I meet people. I just met her, right? Met her. Meet people. Then she said, so what do you do? Tell them what you do. I do live videos. I help master market and monetize your message, and she, through live videos. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, I've been struggling with that lately. Meet people, tell them what you do, make an offer.
Okay. Yeah.
So then when she says, I've been struggling with that lately, I said to her, my response to her, well, listen, everybody's situation is different. I would love to analyze your videos. If you give me the opportunity, schedule a call with me.
Yeah.
Meet people, tell them who you are, tell them what you do, make an offer. Right. And so that's it. So if I do that, Messenger, Facebook, live events, my hosting my own events, local chamber, same 4-step, meet people, tell them what you do, and make an offer. So my offer was schedule a call with me. It wasn't an offer. There's and that's
for
where
money.
people get for money. It was schedule a call with me. Then I can diagnose your situation. And that's when people said make an offer. They think it's buy this, buy that. No,
that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I heard so I should be making offers on. No. It's your approach is the way you say it's your approach. Then I have another one when I said, hey, don't forget to add your content to your video. And she's like, oh my goodness, Sherri, when things are settled, I need your service. Right. And that was just, again, just meet people, tell them what you are, tell them what you do. So any other questions?
No, that's it.
So you got your homework.
Yeah. And I'm going to start going back live and putting content out there too.
Awesome. Yeah, I think you should definitely do that. I think you have enough stuff to get you to the 2 weeks. We'll definitely be wrapping this up. You're amazing. I'm so proud of you. Let me ask you something. What would you tell anyone out there that's skeptical about coaching, about doing one-on-one coaching? What would you say?
Honestly, I would say just don't delay, because delay is just danger and delay just costs you. And
I love it. What would you say delay costs you?
Yeah, because a lot of times you're going into the group situation and all that, but everybody's situation is so different. And with the one-on-one, they are actually in your situation. So they know your situation, and then they can offer that customized help to your situation. It's not a one-size-fits-all then.
I love it. So this is more comfortable for you.
Yeah, and then I can have my unique questions answered, and then there's a time, because in the group situation, sometimes the group person has their timetable. They can't offer this to everybody, right? So it's just,
I love it. I love it. You are a pleasure to serve. I'm proud of you. Amazing thing. I mean, just listening to you and you're telling me about from day one, you say you wanted to educate. From day one, from the first time I spoke to you, said, Sherri, I want to educate people in accounting. I want to, and then here is your opportunity. Another place that you can also look to be an educator, look at your small SBA, Small Businesses Administration. They're also good to look at them. SCORE, SCORE. You can also look to see, I know the SCORE is more on a volunteer thing, but even with volunteers, I don't know what their rules are, but SBA, everyone has that. In your area, you may be called to something else, but they're always looking for colleges are always looking for educators, you know what I'm saying, as to come in to do that. So those are all important. Your goal is to get as much areas to go out and speak to your community. So the more they see you out there booked and busy for 2020, that's your goal. That's what your goal should be for 2020. Get your face out there to speak at different things. And each thing that you speak at should lead to another thing. And then you have an upsell to sell from speaking. You have some type of upsell from you speaking, and it kind of leads to something else. So those are things you should think about. How much more opportunities to speak to get me in front of my right ideal audience can I create? That's the next thing we're going to be touching on further on. All right.
Okay.
Do you have any questions before we close out?
No, that's good. I just need to get going with all these things. Yeah.
You're amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You are.